Infinite Magicraid community. Flaery here again. Today we'll be doing the endgame builds once more. We'll be doing Adkins, Beatrix, Panda, Little Jack, and I'll add in a Henge too. It's been requested by a guildmate of mine, and yeah, let's see what we can do here. So Adkins, highly recommended valuable hero for PvP. For PV, not so much. She's alright. Okay in faction abyss. That's about it really. On her, you really want about 60% crit rate, good HP, good crit damage, and obviously effectress. That's really needed for her because of her passive, which would be this one, and she's gaining crit damage and crit rate, so you would need 200 crit rate to get the maximum out of this, so that would be 40% crit rate and 110% crit damage, so she would go to like crazy values, like 430 crit damage. It's pretty amazing. In terms of blessings, you really want her with good HP ones, and then crit damage and effectress, and that's it. Crit damage here because Wukong actually increases tenacity of allied units by 200%, so we want to gain as much crit damage as possible to overcome that. Obviously, if you have a really good basic attack damage one, that could be alright too, but I'm recommending the crit damage one as the best one. In terms of echo, this one is the best one for her. Her signature one is just that good. This is really good, makes her resist Santos and Nazeus, Brunais, Suffocated, not really. And yeah, this one is very good. In terms of auras, there's a couple of options here. I've went with Hit Grandmaster because I really like that aura. I think it's one of the best ones in the game currently. Big chunk of HP, some effect hit for her crit rate down, and cold, which is very good against cleaves. Other auras you could use are Boss Lair. I really wouldn't use Shield Smash on her. I think that's just it. You could use Bold Confidence if you are lacking the crit rate, and then Dwarven Blessings alright too. In terms of blue auras, probably Victory Rush would be alright. I'm not recommending using her and building her and using ice on her in the early game, because reaching high values of effectress would be really hard. So let's say until you can comfortably get like 150 effectress, and that would be like 80 crit rate, I think. I'm too lazy to do the calculations. I wouldn't recommend building her, and even with 150 you would still get frozen and CC it, and if Adkins is CC it, you lose the whole idea of her. She's just there to cancel the cleaves mostly, and yeah, you obviously want tough set on her. Nothing beats that. You could use some Devour if you really wanted to, if you have Devour with good effectress. and I'm talking like not that. I'm talking like something really good, like this could be alright on her, but I don't think it's that great. Yes, you're gaining damage, but she has the damage. She doesn't really need that much. In terms of emblems, I've went with these. I don't know if they're the best on her, but they're doing alright for me. Let me show you her gear. We obviously want the effectress as much as possible. It's an alright chest, alright boots, and good ring. We really don't care about her speed that much. It's good to be around 2000 speed. This one is kind of what they were. Ideally, you would want this to be effectress here, some speed on her, and ideally you would want to be able to mythic this to get that crit rate. This one, preferably effectress. It's got an alright one, it's not bad. And I've never gotten a good upgrade for her. Like, this is too good to replace right now, and I don't have any good ones. Let me quickly show off what my Adkins is able to pull. Let's see, I think we got attacked today. Yes. Actually, let's show off versus a little stronger opponent. Okay, so that's obviously a free win because of Runai. Runai grants heals, so Adkins goes crazy. Actually, I wanted to show her versus a stronger team. Maybe we can see one here. Okay, nothing too crazy here. I think this guy has alright teams. Okay, let's see. Okay, nothing too crazy here either. Let's just show her off. Yeah, sometimes I'm able to beat tank teams with this team, which is funny to see, and Adkins is just kidding, but look at her go. This is just disgusting. Obviously, with the new meta of Erato, Adkins has fallen off quite a lot, but she's still there, still able to do a lot, and she's not a bad hero overall. And yeah, I would recommend going for her for PvP. Okay, let's move on. I think that about covers Adkins. Beatrix, you want as much effect hit as possible. Her hard cap would be 250 to get that 30% innate meter boost, so she would be EQ to Popper and Zindu. And obviously you want as much speed as possible. I'm actually running mine with Aren Dominator, so I'm up by a lot. I'm like 230 something speed, or even 40 because of one of the emblems. I think this one. Yep. We're taking this. Yes, we're taking this and this to be able to gain some more hit, because Lydia would actually reduce our effect hit by 5% initially, and it keeps growing, but we want to be still over 250 to gain that extra 6% turn meter because of Beatrix's passive, which is somewhere, I don't know where, but yeah. Okay. So in terms of auras, Arena Dominator, if you are able to start it up. If not, you could go. Well, no, I wouldn't go hit Grandmaster on her. If you have the runes and you have your main heroes that need HP, sure you can do it, but it's just better to do Hitmaster as it's really easier to get. So for example, if you do Hitmaster with 24%, you would only need like 236 here, effect hit, or like 186. Yep. In terms of blessings, you want effect hit or speed, depending on your stats, obviously. I've put some skill damage, direct damage bonus on her. I don't know which works best for her. She's doing a good chunk of damage. I've put mine in effect res. She does gain a lot of effect res, but having that initial effect res really helps her. She can go up to 200 plus effect res and just resist everything and be able to cleanse your team or just stun the entire enemy team, which is what you should be doing. You should be prioritizing skill 2 in smart casting. In terms of echo, I'm using her own signature echo. If not, just use anything with effect hit that you can get, because you really need that effect hit. No escaping that. In terms of emblems, I did quickly show them, but this is what we have. We went with the attribute debuff buff application, and yes, that's it here. In terms of gear, it's really hard to gear her. You want first aid with speed and effect hits. Obviously I've gotten quite lucky here. It's really hard to get first aid with good substats and actually roll good on them. This one is quite good. This one too. It doesn't have effect hit, but it's still an amazing one. Obviously, this needs upgrading, but Naja hates me, and so does Growlin. This is my best effect hit with speed artifact still. This one also needs upgrading. I just never gotten a better one. And I would like her to be at least a 260 effect hit, just to be able to stun everything and not get resisted. And yeah, she's an amazing unit. Works well with anything really. You can throw her in any team in PvP and she will just carry that team. And yeah. Okay, so let's do... We did Adkins, Beatrix. Let's do Panda. Now, Panda, I'm doing mine with a lot of speed, a good amount of effect res. You would want to have at least 150 effect res, because Popper actually reduces effect res by 50%, and if you are below 100, you wouldn't be able to cleanse. So that's the primary usage of Panda, and you want 150, and from there on you should be focusing on speed. Slow Panda is alright in cleave teams, but you really should be using Panda in a tank team, and in a tank team the faster you are, the faster you're going to cut the cleave and actually stand a chance there to be able to win. Now, I went a little overboard with this because I'm making my units to counter the highest of players and not just all players. So obviously it would be optimal to be at about 27 or 2800 speed. If you can do that using tough set, all the power to you. Just using some good feather pieces with speed and effect res speed and effectress. Not the best boots by any means. This is quite good. It's why I chose to use feather. It's an alright one. I recently upgraded this. Before that I was using a +1 effectress one, and yeah, this one is quite good for Panda. And obviously Henge hates me, as always. Okay, in terms of Echo, his own is quite good, if not just anything with effectress, really. In terms of blessing, you would want speed and effectress here. I actually haven't given him the good ones, like the 20%. I really don't think he needs more. Like, yeah, maybe, but he's immune to crowd control anyways, so he really doesn't need more. Okay, in terms of emblems, we've went with this. I don't know if they're the best ones, but they're quite alright. In terms of auras, I've been running on him Recovery Horn for a while. It's okay on him. A better one would probably be, well, not probably, but Skill Master would be better, but you don't want to do that because Pauline you only use in PvP really, and Skill Master would then be wasted in a sense. You could use Survival on him. It's okay to use that on him. You could also use Speed Mark if you're lacking the speed, and that's probably what you'll be doing. Majority of players would do that. In terms of these auras, not much to recommend here. Maybe just 0-star extra recovery just to have some aura. At exclusive 0, you would want to still aim for at least 100% effectress and the rest into speed and HP. And yeah, that's about it. He's an amazing unit. Really required in PvP to counteract that crowd control. Yep. Okay. Let's review Henge. For Henge, there's 2 options you can do. You can do Tough Set or you could do Devour Set, but you would need the effectress on the Devour Set. In the endgame, you would want about 250 effectress. Anything below 200 is just making Henge useless, and she won't be able to protect or counter attack. Then she really requires a lot of stats. She wants HP, she wants to be crit capped, or at least having some crit, like 50% plus, and crit damage. Obviously, the higher you can get, the better. Some speed on her is also nice, and yeah. In terms of auras, I think Boss Layer is the best one on her that you could do. Bolt Confidence would be alright too, although she's really not that often over 90% when she's facing cliffs at least. So you gotta consider that too. I've given mine some speed and HP, but that's the primary focus. You should be doing speed or HP, and then crit rate once. Actually, crit rate and crit damage. Yeah, effectress once. Emblems. This is what we have on her. I could go with this, but again, she really isn't on full HP that often. Maybe for PV she is, but in PvP, meh. Okay, in terms of gear, I've gotten quite good gloves to be able to crit cap her, and her chest plate is alright. HP, effectress, Henge hates me. This is quite good, I think. Yep. All good stats. Really good. This one, I kind of got unlucky with the effect hit here twice. Any of the other stats would have helped me a lot, but it is what it is. It's really hard to get good faction artifacts, and yeah. In terms of echoes, her own is really good. If not, just use any other effectress one, or if you are lacking in echoes, the ally protect HP percent one is actually quite good on her. Let me see which one it was. Yes, this one. So she'll be increasing her HP cap, healing effect, whatever. She does heal, but herself only. But this makes her quite beefy. So if you're lacking good echoes, you could use that on her. Okay, in terms of Henge, I think that was it. Aura, Echo, Blessing, Emblems, starts to focus on. Yep. Let's move on to Little Jack. On Little Jack, you would want Devouring set or Penetration set. Obviously the focus here is attack. I'm doing the crit rate, crit damage build of him. He's really able to deal a lot more damage that way, being crit capped. And obviously mastery, but I would recommend you actually going for crit rate first and then focusing on mastery. Like having over like 120 is more than fine for him. Crit rate would make him do more damage, especially in the end game if your sanctuary is maxed, like mine is. I've given him some speed blessings, really. I don't care about his effect hit at all. An amazing crit rate blessing here and a good one here. This is not interesting. We don't use him in PvP at all. Maybe he could be used just to buff your mastery users. Can be used in War of Thrones and sacrifice the dead buff. Could be alright in 5v5, but I wouldn't really focus on that. In terms of Echo, using his signature one, you could really use anything on him. He's quite versatile. Like you could even use Gillis Echo to gain that extra crit damage and attack if you're lacking crit damage. And in fact, crit damage might actually do more damage for me too, because I'm lacking. Ideally, you would want above 300%, but it is what it is. It's doing quite good for me with this configuration. The best aura on him would be versatility, but you could also go shoot smash. What else? You could go both confidence on him if you're lacking the crit. And then early on, you would go either mastery expert. Yeah, just mastery expert really. In terms of emblems, this is what we have. I don't know why I have this one. You probably want this one instead. Like effect hit, you're only applying burn here, really, on S1. And then in terms of gear, I have quite good ones. This is good. I've gotten lucky with the craft here. Would have been nice to have that crit damage, and this one is pretty amazing for him. Crit rate, attack rate, mastery. This one, it's kind of whatever. Here we went with crit damage. That's a sick one. Here pretty good. I'm still looking for an upgrade for him for the faction artifact. And yes, can do quite alright. Even in that configuration. Let's see. I've not tested him in a while as solo. I don't think he would be able to do it solo. No. He really needs that support. Yeah. And yeah, that's about it for this video. We did cover everything that we wanted to cover, and I hope that you find this helpful. And bye bye.